And we were just hearing about how the mini knitted yellow jerseys turned into Bunting, lining the tour at Massam in Yorkshire, has been causing a bit of a stir. But is it just a storm in a Yorkshire teacup? Let's talk to a man who knows a thing or two about knitted bunting. That's Cambridge cycling instructor Rad Wagon. Rad, good morning to you.
Morning there.
So our reporter Nick Garnett saying that people in Massam were told to take down the bunting across the road because it could get wet, which the forecast is actually for a bit of rain up there, and then cause a safety issue. How dangerous does wet wool, wet knitted items become? I can remember when we used to have to wear knitted swimming trunks many years ago. They were awful.
Indeed. I have to say, we tested our bunting down in Cambridge, and we found actually it does get quite heavy. And if it's on the wrong bit of string and there's too much of it, it might actually fall down. What damage it will do, I don't know, but it's best probably not to make it fall down, eh? So that's the way we did things in Cambridge anyway.
Yeah, you're right really that it couldn't, it might well come down, and I suppose if it wrapped its head around one of the many cyclists in Cambridge, then it could cause a bit of a problem, couldn't it?
Well, actually, yeah, there's been, there was a couple of times when people actually cycling along the tour were caught and pulled off their bikes, and that actually did cause some considerable damage to people when talking broken bones and things like that. So if it's across the road, it's got great chance to be quite dangerous, actually.
Now, the bunting was very slow to go up in Cambridge. I've been going up and down to Ilkley in Yorkshire and Skipton, where the tour actually passes on the Saturday, I think, and they've had things out for months. A bit slow in Cambridge, but how much of what they've got up is knitted?
Oh, we've done about half a kilometre of bunting, but there's a much more synthetic, we know that. But we just got to remember, it's the community that created the knitted bunting. That's the big thing about this. 400 people doing 6,000 hours of work to create it. And actually, if you find the shops along Green Street and on Bridge Street, they all actually really like their little jerseys, rather than the synthetic bunting, which kind of doesn't have as much cachet with it, I guess.
No, it does look really good. I mean, it might be all right to knit the yellow jersey or the green jersey, but the spotted one, that's King of the Mountains, isn't it? That would that would be a bit difficult, wouldn't it?
That has been difficult. We've had some fantastic efforts like that. People, I think the Ladybirds WI have done a brilliant one with a little ladybird in the corner. But actually, we cheated a little bit here, and we went for spotted fabric and sewed it together.
Right.
got to take one or two shortcuts. We had only 14 weeks to put this together, so it was a little bit of a kind of get on with it. So there we go.
Now, you filmed the route. How much of it have you filmed?
I've actually filmed the whole route to the Cambridgeshire border.
Right.
Sadly, I've not had time to do the stuff outside of Cambridge. I have done something but not had a chance to put it up and check it's all right, so maybe sometime soon, but it's getting quite late now, I guess.
Now, as with most things in this country, and certainly in this county, it's been a bit of a slow burn, but excitement is mounting. People such as yourself and cycling enthusiasts and sport enthusiasts in general have been getting excited about it for some time. How much has it taken over your life?
Completely taken my life over, but it's been a fantastic few months. And it's not just sports and not just cycling people. My kind of side of things, I've seen knitters who really don't know much about cycling or care much about cycling get very excited. So that's a really positive thing. Lots of people who really hadn't had much interest in cycling saying, oh wow, we can join in with something to make Cambridge look brilliant.
Where are you going to watch it, and will you be waving a knitted banner?
I will hope to have some knitting. I've taken a little string of knitting round with me wherever I've been. I've got a little mount that goes on the back of the bike, so I've done quite a few bike rides with it. But it's also been down to the Deputy Prime Minister, and it's been to your radio station as well, where I was on yesterday.
I know. So where are you going to be watching it, Rad?
I have no idea. I haven't worked it out. I think Trumpington Green sounds like it's going to be a fantastic place. They're doing lots and lots of things around biking events. So there's going to be things like Harper bike races and a whole series of bike-related things going on down there. So that might be great. I kind of have a hankering to be a bit near where I live, and I'm on Hills Road, so it's I'm going to probably end up near the Botanical Gardens. I hope to see it pass.
Well, it's lovely to talk to you, and keep up the knitting. Cheers. That's Rad Wagon, who was indeed a guest on Sue's programme yesterday. He was in the chat room.